If you don't know, you're about to know right now. You're about to learn. Education. I'm Quindell Evans, and welcome to the Blue Poet Tree Podcast. You feel me? Them? Blue is the color of dream, imagination, and everything in between. Poet is the orator and scribe with the power to open the eye. Tree is the seed that branches off and leaves and grows wherever it goes. BluePoetTree.com is the website. BluePoetTree on the gram. Follow me. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the Blue Poetry Podcast. You feel me? Share it with your friends, share it with your family, pass it on. I appreciate everybody who listen to it more than once, so that you become one with the message. You might hear something the second time you ain't hear the first time, but I'm definitely appreciating every listener and every listen, because it just feels good to be expressing myself in this way, speaking about affirmations and self-improvement. This is the Blue Poetry Podcast, where we speak about the habits that it takes to create a successful life and the habits that it takes to overcome and break through a stressful life. You feel me? Them? So I'm definitely on that path to create a successful life. You feel me? That's where I'm going, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in and witnessing and experiencing this with me. So on today's podcast, we're gonna do something slightly different. We're still gonna do affirmations, but it's gonna be very specific. It's gonna be a little different. All right, so we're gonna pop it off right now with the pledge by Abiodun Oyewole, and then we're gonna get into this affirmations. So what I have for you is I have a deck of cards that I created. I create different cards. If you don't know, you're about to know right now. You're about to learn education. So I create card games. I created 3 card games in the year 2017. One was a poetry card game called Pick Up Poetry, and I created an exercise card game called Drop and Give Me Fitness, and I created a nutritional card game called Pick Up Ja. All allowing you to, do things to. One of the Pick Up Poetry is allowing you to play to learn about poetry while playing the card game. Learn metaphors, simile, hyperbole, rhyme, alliteration, repetition, personification, oxymoron, and onomatopoeia. It allows you to learn these poetic elements while playing the game. So on the cards, there's a definition of the elements, and then there's examples of the elements, And then the Drop and Give Me Fitness card game is an exercise playing card game that allows you to have fun while exercising. You feel me? So there's push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, burpees, punches, side kicks, knee raises, and so forth. Elbow planks, 10 different exercises on the card. So there is a picture of the exercise on the card, and you can play by yourself or with others, and it allows you to exercise while having fun. And the Pick Up Ja is a nutritional playing card game that pretty much there are, I think, seven different major parts of the body and different juices that you can drink. There's ingredients to the juices that you can drink that can enhance a specific part of the body. You feel me? So nervous system juices, musculoskeletal system juices, cardiovascular system juices that can help you, heal or just strengthen that part of the body. There's ingredients to each part of the body on the cards. So it allows you to play the game while learning about these. It allows you to play a game while learning about, how to supply your body with nutrition. And I have here affirmation cards. This is not necessarily a game. I use the affirmations. I use these affirmation cards in the workshops and stuff that I teach. It's kind of a game, but not necessarily the same. It's not necessarily meant to be like fun. We're having fun in order to say affirmations, but it's definitely fun, to uplift yourself. it's more of an activity, not necessarily a game. This is an affirmation activity, and I'm gonna show you how it goes, and then I'm gonna also tell you some things that I'm grateful for, so because this is things that like there are ways that we can uplift ourselves, you know, affirm that we are happy, affirm that we want to be happy, affirm that we are on the right path and stuff like that. And these are things that I do on a daily basis, and I want to share with you. Like self-healing is really an everyday thing. We have to work on ourselves every day. We have to exercise our minds every day by learning something new every day. We also have to exercise our emotions every day by being grateful every day, finding things we're grateful for, you know, seeking ways to balance ourselves emotionally and stuff like that. So on today's episode, and maybe further down the line, I want to share with you guys some of the activities that I do to stay balanced emotionally and to uplift myself and work on myself to, just like we exercise our mind, we got to exercise our habits, and exercise our emotions, exercise our not just our brain but our mentality. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do in this episode. So let's pop it off with the pledge, and then we get into the affirmations and some gratitude. I want to be what I can be, to be proud, healthy, and free. I want to say what I know to help my brothers and sisters grow. I want to feel good about me and blame no one for my misery, 'cause I'll be strong and turn it around. I want to go up, I'm not going down. I want to do what I can do to make all my dreams come true. Remember my past, the good and bad, how I made it art even when it was sad. I want to share whatever my gift, and when you're feeling low, I give you a lift. I want to live without fear and know that I'm blessed for being here. You know that you're blessed for being here. Just know that we're blessed for being here. Just know that we're blessed. Alright. So it's late in the evening, y'all. I usually do this early in the AM. So bear with me for the energy, if I'm not as energetic as you notice, as used to me being, or if I'm slurring or kind of, you know, being slow with certain words and certain sentences. But, certain days come with certain things we have to do, and we still have to follow through on the things that we love doing. And I love doing this podcast, so I'm not going to end my day without providing you with some love. You feel me? Without providing you with the thing I love to do. So providing you with this love. All right. So that is the affirmation pledge by Abiodun Oyewole, the creator and founder of The Last Poets. And now on to this affirmation activity. So I have here a deck of cards. I wrote about 70 affirmations on them. Simple affirmations. Affirmations don't always have to be complex like how I have in the mouse book, Messages of Uplift to Heal. In my book, the mouth book, Messages of Uplift to Heal, go to my website, BluePoetTree.com, and click the link so you can get your copy. In my book, the mouth book, Messages of Uplift to Heal, usually have affirmations that are like 2 lines, and they usually rhyme, and they're not like complex, but they're more wordy, They're more wordy, and they're describing like an emotion, a situation. You feel me? Like the affirmation that I usually read on the podcast, that I usually share with you on the podcast and explain on the podcast. These are more two sentences, 2-line affirmations that are, we could say, more complex than the ones that I'm about to read right now for you. I'm gonna read some very simple I am affirmations, or I am, or I have, or just like 3-word affirmations, So I'm gonna read the affirmation out of the mouth book so that you can see what I mean. So the affirmation, this is affirmation number 57 on page 115 in the mouth book. It says the key to doing the impossible is to keep doing what's possible. So it's like that's one sentence, but it's rhythmic and it's 2-parted. The key to doing the impossible is to keep doing what's possible. So this is like a sentence in a way. like a sentence that is a two-part sentence. These are usually two-part synthesis affirmations in the mouth book, and then in the mouth book, there's like a prompt, After every affirmation, there's a prompt. And the prompt is, to say out loud, spell out loud, I am, and then say possible. So it's like, I am possible, but you're really saying the word impossible. So inside of the word impossible is I am possible. So that's like me personifying that everything is possible, If I am possible spells impossible, then anything you want to do is possible. The next affirmation number 58 on page 117, says, words are power, but you don't simply become everything that you said. Actions speak louder than words, so get things done by thinking ahead, And then on the next page, it says, write a letter to your future self 10 years from now, thanking yourself for what you envision and achieving. So these are the kind of, that second affirmation was more, two sentences, more of a complex affirmation compared to what I'm going to read tonight with a prompt. So the mouth book and stuff like that, you write in it so you answer the questions and you follow the prompt so that you can guide yourself through self-healing, through these questions. So that's the kind of stuff that I like to do personally, the stuff that's in this mouth book, you feel me? Write letters to myself 10 years from now, thanking myself for all the things that I've achieved. One of my friends I was talking to today, Patricia, she was telling me how she makes it a routine to go inside the mouth book and read an affirmation and write in it once a day, She tries to keep up with it every day, and it's really helping her. And I appreciate the people who are actually utilizing the book, you feel me? I appreciate it if you want to buy the book, but if you buy the book and you actually take it seriously and begin to write in it, like that makes me extra happier than you just buying a book. So I appreciate you. Go check the book out on my website. So now on to the simpler affirmations. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deal these. I'm gonna shuffle these. I'm gonna shuffle this deck of cards right now, and I'm gonna pull three. So that's what I do at my workshops. I'll pull 3 cards, 3 affirmations. Then I'll explain to you why I am the affirmation. And let's say I pull I am thrifty, but I know that I'm not thrifty because I have to save money and I'm not that good with that. It's okay to say it, I am thrifty, even though I know that I may not be in the moment, because I say it to affirm and I say it to speak it into existence. And that's what an affirmation is about. So if I was doing this with you and you pull 3 cards and one of them you feel like you ain't, that don't mean don't say it. You say it to speak it into existence, because that's what an affirmation is about. You feel me? So I pulled 3 cards just now, and I pull 1, I am loyal, I am a self-starter, and I am disciplined. So I'm going to share with you why I am each of these 3, So, number 1, I am loyal. Loyalty. I am loyal. I'm definitely loyal, in many ways. This is something that I've been working on a lot lately. I mean, like lately or recently or over the past few years, learning how to be loyal to what I've committed myself to the people I've committed myself to the relationships in my life, whether it's intimate or just a good friendship. Being loyal, keeping my commitment to what I said I'm going to do. I'm loyal to, to people in my life. If people are not necessarily where I want them to be, I'm loyal to the point where it's like I will spend time with you in the name of helping you grow, in the name of promoting your growth, promoting what I think, is allowing you to learn and grow, promoting not necessarily what I think is allowing you to grow, but whatever you want to do. I want to motivate you. I want to inspire you. I want to push you to get what you want. So I'm loyal to people in my life, and anybody in my life knows that, like, if they got an idea that they want to do, I'm on top of them, helping them make it come to life, and definitely giving my feedback, offering my creative visualizations, my input, my advice, my constructive criticism to help people get what they want in life. So I'm loyal to the people in my life. I want people to have what they want. I want people to get what they desire. I want people to live the best life that they see. I'm loyal to the people that's listening to this podcast. You know, I'm loyal to you because I appreciate you for listening, and I want I don't want to let you down by not keeping up with it, and also it's also helping me too. So I'm loyal to myself to continue to helping myself, to continue to learn, to continue to grow, to continue to find a way to learn something new and to enjoy life, to become better, to advance, to prosper, to be productive. I'm loyal to that. I'm loyal to myself. If I set out that I'm going to read every day, I do it. And that's part of me being loyal. Whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, I'm going to at least get a minimum of 30 in. You feel me? I'm at least get a chapter of a good book in, because that's part of being loyal to my commitment to do what I said I'm going to do. I am loyal. I'm loyal to the people in my life, you feel me? I can point out a lot of good things in the people in my life because I want people to always point out the good things in themselves. In yourself, I want you to point out the good things in yourself. That's one of the things that I've been working on, for the past few years is finding ways to assist and provide value and seeing what I could bring to someone else's life, and it's challenging because if I don't have my life together, I can't necessarily provide you with the best energy to help you with because I got to focus on helping myself first. So as I work on myself, I can express loyalty in a more effective way, in a more productive manner, compared to not working on myself and putting myself second. By putting myself first, I'm loyal to myself, and I'm also allowing myself to be loyal to the people in my life. So as I continue to grow, I will be able to express my loyalty in more ways, and I'm not expressing myself any less. I'm not expressing my loyalty to the people in my life any less by not having all my things together, but I'll be expressing my loyalty to the people in my life in a more effective way, so we can get things done faster. These are things that I want to do. Like I want to help JC, who's a great chef, get a book out. Told y'all excuse me, for being at a loss of words sometimes, but JC wants to put a cookbook out. That's the word I was looking for. JC wants to put a cookbook out, but I know, he's, sometimes people are more hands-on with things. Like if I'm a chef and I could cook well in the kitchen, that doesn't mean I am good with writing recipes. I could just do it, And JC is probably one of the most creative cooks I've ever seen. One of the creative chefs I've ever seen. Like he can make a meal, make so many meals in so many ways, and they're all healthy for you. And the way he does it, it'll make anybody, the way, there's people who eat all types of bad, just eat all types of unhealthy foods. And when it comes time to eat healthy foods, they're turned off by just the taste, the texture. They're not used to it. They see the type who could take these healthy foods and make the most person who has cravings for unhealthy food crave his type of food. So I appreciate that. I'm loyal to him. I'm loyal to him because I want to help him get his ideas out. Whatever it is, and in many other ways, I'm loyal to many other people in my life. And as much help as I can offer, I want to help. As much help as I can offer, I want to. To the people in my life. That's me being loyal. All right, so that's affirmation number 1. I told you these are simple affirmations. Instead of like the 2 sentence joins, we got just I am loyal, 3 words. Next one is I am disciplined. I am disciplined. I think it comes with loyalty too. I think loyalty and discipline is definitely hand in hand. But self-discipline is like, if you say you're going to wake up at 5, you wake up at 5. That's part of being loyal to myself too. But I think being loyal to myself is another word for saying I am disciplined. But yes, I am disciplined because I'm on top of myself. You feel me? Um, I when I set out, something that I want to do. When I set out to be organized, there's only but so many times I allow myself to not do, what I plan I'm gonna do. Like, if I like to write down, you know, goals, what I plan to do today, and I make a checklist, right? And sometimes I know that I might write too many things, and I know like I can't get all of this done today. You feel me? Unless I'm gonna break day and stay up all night, which is unhealthy, and I've done that. I write down 15 things, and then I literally do all 15 in that day, and I'm up to 3 in the morning, even though I know I like to get up early, so I can't get up early, and then I lose sleep, and then I get headaches, so I get sick, literally, because I'm not managing my sleep, so I'm learning how to be more disciplined with my sleep too, like, but I've gotten to the point in the past where I've do all 15 things on the paper, um, but I'm learning how to write things down and get it done over time. Like if I'm gonna write 15 things down, but the reason I write, if I got ideas to do 20 things, even though I know that I can't do all 20 things today, I'm gonna still write it down today, because whatever I don't get done today, I could get done tomorrow, and it might be new things on the list tomorrow on top of old things I didn't get done yesterday, but it's okay. And I know that like I'm not gonna let too many days pass without getting the things that I wanted to get done, because that is me being disciplined. If I say that I'm gonna write up a proposal or write up a plan or something, and I don't get to it today, if I don't get to it tomorrow, if I don't get to it the third day, it's like, now that's on the top of the list on the fourth day, and everything else I'm gonna put some things to the back burner, so that so I could get something that I'm not, because I'm gonna keep writing it again. I'm gonna write it again the next day. I'm gonna write the same thing I wanted to do 4 days ago again today. So it's like, all right, I'm tired of writing this and I'm not doing it. That's a part of me being disciplined. So I discipline myself by being a man of my word. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If I say I'm gonna be somewhere, I'm gonna be somewhere. And that sometimes you can't. Sometimes I can't be everywhere. Sometimes I can't do everything that I say I'm gonna do. But I try to do literally everything. Like that's the goal. The goal is to try to do everything that I say I'm gonna do. So that's me being disciplined. Me being on top of myself. Me treating myself right. Me being healthy, eating healthy. Me exercising. Me waking up early. Me you know, creating what I want to create, my art, creating music, writing books, you know, creating card games, health tea cigarettes, um, whatever products come to my mind, tea bags, whatever. I'm gonna create it, and that's part of me being disciplined. I'm disciplined to the point where it's like if I think of a creative idea, I'm gonna do it because it's a part of my discipline. I can't let it go. So I'm disciplined in many areas, staying on top of myself so that I am treating myself right. So that's a part of me being disciplined. I am loyal. I am disciplined. And the last one is I'm a self-starter. I'm definitely a self-starter. Like I think of an idea, and I don't necessarily need nobody to push me. Like I don't necessarily need nobody to co-sign. I don't need nobody to initiate it. But this is something I also want to work on too, because a part of me is also I'll think of something and I'll order somebody to do it. Like, I think that's kind of the boss or the manager in me, where I'm kind of like, when I work with somebody, it's like I'll tell them to do it. Like if you want to do it, or put it in someone else's hands, you know. And I want to. It's not like I want to always do things by myself. I definitely, like don't mind people doing things. So I think it's like a thin line between like being a boss and working with you, And this is something, you know, this is something, I don't think it's a bad thing to be allowing others to do things, telling me like, thinking of something and allowing somebody else to do it for me, because I can be too bossy sometimes where it's just like I want to do everything myself and I can't. I appreciate when there's people around that want to help me and assist me and work with me, then I can work with them for their projects, So I'm a self-starter though, because it's like when I think of something, I do it. It's not like I didn't, for example, when I thought of creating the Help Tea cigarettes, I didn't like talk to nobody about it for real. I just did it, and it wasn't like I needed somebody to give me any advice or be like, oh, a cosign, like, yeah, you should, or no, I wouldn't. I just went with the idea. Same thing with Pick Up Poetry, the educational playing card game. Once I was inspired, I just wrote it on index cards, just like I writing these affirmations right now, and then next thing you know, they actually became official decks of playing cards, and I didn't need a cosign. It was just like an idea, a light bulb went on over my head, and I did it. And that is me being a self-starter. It's like I don't need nobody to push me. I don't need nobody to do it for me. I don't need nobody to be like, oh, you want me to think of a way to help you get it out. I don't need it, but I do at the same time, because we do need each other. Collaborations is the best. Working with people is the best. But I didn't necessarily need it to begin it, to start it. Might be to finish it, because the Pick Up Poetry educational playing card game didn't go from index cards to unofficial boxes by myself. I work with a team, I work with people, but to start it, I started by myself, and to finish it, I work with others. And I think that is very important right there, just that line. And let me write that down. It starts with self and it finishes with others, because that is important to me, is the fact that, sometimes we wait for others to push us, sometimes we wait for others to co-sign. Sometimes we wait for others to start something for us. But it's important for us to be a self-starter. You feel me? It's important for us to initiate it and allow people to follow through and help us. So yeah, I am loyal. I am disciplined. I'm a self-starter. So this is something new that I wanted to do with y'all for the podcast. Show y'all what I do when I teach workshops and stuff like that. Show people how to help themselves, pull 3 of these a day. Pull 3 cards a day. This is something that I created with this is an activity that I created to help my girl's son become, my girlfriend's son, enhance his vocabulary and also start to work on his positive habits, because children could just be reckless, and because they're children, and it's natural for them to just be free and do things and learn as they go. So it's, children ain't born with manners, So this is something that I wanted to help, him out with, the 4-year-old who could be so volatile with his emotions and energy. So it's like, and he likes it. So this is the original intention for it, but I realized like I could use it, adults could use it, and anybody could use these things. This is something that can help pretty much everyone. I feel, anyone and everyone, literally. It doesn't matter where you at in your life. No matter if you already got everything and achieved so much. There's nothing wrong with just claiming that I am loyal. There's nothing wrong with just claiming that I am a self-starter. There's nothing wrong with claiming that, I am disciplined. That's it. Like, this is a very positive activity. You feel me? So this is my affirmation activity. And and it was inspired by the Mouth book, being involved in affirmations. So check out the book. And now let's move on to gratitude, So I was listening to some motivational video and I saw Oprah say, like, start a gratitude journal, and before you go to sleep, write down things that you were grateful for today. So that's what I wanted to do today, write down things that I'm grateful for. But even before I watched that video and I heard Oprah say that, I was already on that. Like, in the summertime, I like to, because it's hot, in the AM, I wake up early, hit the gym, or even before the gym, I just wake up and just walk and just start saying things I'm grateful for, literally for like 30 minutes. Just saying things I'm grateful for, people I'm grateful for, everything, like everything I think of, just give myself like a good hour gratitude, you know. So, but it's this is another variation. I want to try it in different ways. And sometimes, you know, sometimes I start off in the AM and just say things I'm grateful for. Sometimes I go to sleep and just say things I'm grateful for. So I'm gonna give you about 3 or 4 things that I'm grateful for today. So one thing I'm grateful for is I tried Tai Chi for the first time today, and that was pretty cool. I liked it, um, and it happened by accident, you know. I went to the YMCA and got like a free guest pass because I wanted to get in the steam room, and we go to the steam room and there's no steam room in this particular YMCA, so we just walked around the YMCA and saw there was like a room available. There was like room with classes going on. It just so happened to be a Tai Chi class about to start, an advanced one. So it wasn't like there was no words. It was just silence and people were just moving. So I'm just catching on with the movements. And the guy was like, this is an advanced class. I don't know if you want to stay. We have a beginner class right after it, where we kind of guide you, so you might want to leave. And it was just like, nah, I'll just try it. I was pretty upset, really, because I really wanted to go to the steam room, but stood and tried Tai Chi, and it was very relieving. So I'm thinking about, like, getting into Tai Chi. So I'm grateful for trying something new, and, because I was, like, really close to just, like, leaving, because the gym was whack. Like, I go to Blink, and Blink is, like, not the best gym, because I've been in so many different gyms, but it's good. It's worth it. So I go to Blink, and Blink is litty. So I was used to, like, this big gym and YMCA. I've been to other YMCAs that had better gyms, but this YMCA had a very small gym and it was packed and there was no space to like move. I like to do like wide movement workouts where I'm like, jumping and lunges and running and stuff like that, like movement. I kind of want my own little space in a way, and it didn't have that opportunity to do that. So I was kind of upset, but then I was excited after the Tai Chi class to have tried that. So that's one of the things I'm grateful for, trying Tai Chi today. Another thing I'm grateful for is, working toward being debt free, So I'm paying off my debts, and working towards being wealthy, If I don't got no debts, then all my money is mine. And so simple as that. So I'm working towards paying my debt. I got some outstanding debts, student loans and credit cards and banks and all different types of dumb stuff. But I ain't ashamed to say it because it won't be here for too long, It will be all paid off. So I'm slowly paying off. I put some payments down on it today. So I'm appreciative for that today. That's one of the things I'm grateful for. And another thing I'm grateful for is just creating new ideas. The affirmation card for the podcast is a new idea, and I thought of it today, and I'm appreciative of that, I'm appreciative to always be able to think of new ideas. I'm happy that I have my brain and it's working and it's functioning and stuff like that. So I'm appreciative to be alive, I'm grateful for trying to achieve, for working towards being debt-free, and to just be alive and be able to create new ideas and be me, you feel me? With that being said, if you don't know, you're about to know right now. You're about to learn. Education. Let's go!